I'm Timothy Gassen. They call me the AZ Puck Man. I've been following hockey at the University of Arizona for more than 30 years. And this is my Wildcat Hockey Report. Welcome to another Wildcat Hockey Report. I'm Timothy Gassen. They call me the AZ Puck Man. I'm with the head man of the University of Arizona Wildcats. This is head coach Chad Berman. Now, Coach, recently we had U of A alumni in town. They had an alumni game for U of A hockey. Talk a little bit about this proud tradition that Arizona has. More than 35 years of hockey alumni, and we had alumni from an entire range of Arizona teams. Talk about the importance of the Arizona hockey alumni.
Yeah, it's special. I mean, to have 30 years, 30 generations of hockey players coming through here, it gives you a sense of the history and what we're playing for. You know, I hope, and I think it's good. They're around the players. We usually do a dinner with them, and it's good for the players to get a sense of who they're representing and how much that ace still means to people, while also providing perspective. Their alumni day is coming, and I want them to take advantage of their opportunity now. But certainly, it's great to look back at the past and hear stories about how the times they had in this building. It sounded like it was a wild place. And, you know, we're working hard to make them proud and restore it to those winning ways. And I think we're on our way. And so, you know, certainly seeing the past certainly motivates us for the future.
Well, and I think we're all working together to make the Tucson Arena a wild place once again for U of A hockey. And let's talk about that. A great opportunity for the Wildcats coming up this week. Traditionally, we end each semester with 2 home games against arch rival Arizona State. And the hairs on the back of my head just raised, just even saying Arizona State. How do you prepare your team for this opportunity? We think we're going to have a lot of people in the building. We need to have Wildcat fans come down to the Tucson Arena and support their Wildcats. How do you prepare your squad for this kind of opportunity against a highly ranked Sun Devil team?
Well, I think it's important you maintain an emotional 7. We can't get too excited or get too down when things don't go our way. It's important that we maintain business as usual. So really my preparation with the group is to focus on the details, and I think when we do enough details, those things will add up and we'll have success. You know, it's a great team coming in with Arizona State. They're a highly ranked opponent. Probably the best line in the country when you consider Ostertag, Murphy, Cummings. So that's a line we're going to have to slow down. But, you know, there's a lot of optimism on the way. There's, you know, we're starting to get healthy. We're starting to generate some positive outcomes. You know, we've proven to come from behind against top teams like Oklahoma, Central Oklahoma, and that shows me we're a team that has the ability to put up numbers quick. We could put 3 up on Oklahoma in a period when we're down in the third. That tells me we have a lot of fight in us. So, you know, we want to take those positives moving forward.
So that will finish up the first semester for the Arizona Wildcats. In a few weeks into 2017, we'll start the home season again for the second semester. Coach, what do you see for the second semester? You should have some players coming back from injury, some new players joining the team. What's your outlook for the beginning of the second semester for the Wildcats?
Yeah, I mean, we couldn't be more excited about the second semester. You know, we were frustrated by some of the adversity that we had in the first semester, but I'm proud to say that you don't hear us talk about it because we're a no excuses group. So we find a way to continue to evolve, but no question adding a Ryan Siegel, a shutdown defenseman, is going to be an impact for us. Mike Damian continuing to get into better game shape and feel more comfortable in our system is going to be of benefit. Matt Armenti should be back. He's a big power play guy, an impact player for us up top, and obviously getting Kyle Farguson and Toppy Hogan healthy, you know, that's important. It really changes the dynamic of our group, and I think that's going to give us a mental boost, if nothing else, because we're going to come in healthy, feeling like, you know, as a group, we know what we're capable of, and we've been pecking away.
There are few things as exciting in Tucson, Arizona, as seeing the Wildcats take on ASU in ice hockey, and we hope to see all of you here for those games against ASU. This is the head coach of the University of Arizona. That's Chad Berman. We'll be right back on the Arizona Wildcat Hockey Report. Welcome back to the Wildcat Hockey Report. I'm Timothy Gassen, and I'm with Orion Olson, who was a forward on the University of Arizona team. But now, Orion, you're playing in defense. We've had a lot of injuries on the defensive end of the team, and now you're playing defense. How has that transition gone for you?
Well, it's gone pretty smoothly. I did play D back in high school for a couple years, so I do have some experience. But it's, I mean, Eddie, our defensive coach, has helped me out back there, and my teammates are helping me to, you know, with the talking a lot on the ice just to make sure I'm comfortable. But it just, I mean, defense is just about playing smart and making that first solid, good pass. So, I mean, I'm just focusing on that and trying to keep my game simple back there. But so far it's been Somewhat smooth, I'm guessing. I mean,
Well, I think you're being a little modest, Orion, because Coach Berman says he thinks you're one of the best penalty killers on the team, and actually your transition has been very good to defense, and that you're going to play some regular shifts. Do you enjoy playing defense?
oh, I love it. I love the fact that you can see the whole ice as defenseman. Forward, it's a little different where, especially going into the offensive zone as a forechecker, a lot of times you go and you just 100% tenacity. Whereas defenseman, you kind of have to be a little bit more on a leash a little bit and hold yourself back and kind of pick and choose your battles about where you're going to go, when you're going to pinch, and so it's a little different, but it's been a lot of fun, and I do enjoy playing on the penalty kill, and so I mean it's all, I guess, coming together at this point.
Talk about the mentality that a good penalty killer has to take. You know, penalty killing takes a lot of effort and a lot of will. Talk about the effort that it takes to be a good penalty killer. You have to want to be a penalty killer to be good at it, right?
Yeah, I mean, just as far as penalty killing goes, I think on the defensive end of hockey, it's more about just keeping it simple. So just whether it's being in that shot lane, making sure you go a little bit extra, work a little bit extra hard to, you know, stop and start and get back into the shot lane rather than doing a big circle. So it's just keeping your game simple on the penalty kill and just being in the shot lane, blocking shots. That's what it's all about.
Now, Orion, you're known on the team as being one of the more mature hockey players. What goes into a mature hockey player? What makes one player more developed and ready to play hockey than another?
Well, I mean, it's funny you say that just because a couple years ago I was the freshman out here kind of looking up to everybody else, like Shane Gleason, my captain, and it's weird kind of now being in a assistant captain leadership type role, but I think just as far as maturity goes, I think it's just having game experience and just experience with the program and whatnot, and I've been here for this is my third year now, so I've kind of I kind of know, you know, how this league works and a little bit, and just what it takes to be a good team, and kind of what it takes it's going to take for us as a unit to move forward and succeed.
Now, last week on the Wildcat Hockey Report, we had Toppy Hogan on. Toppy is a great name. We have another Wildcat with a very interesting name, Orion Olson. Okay, so did you have someone in your family who's an astronomer or an astrologer? Where did Orion come from?
My great-grandfather's name was Orion. Same spelling, different pronunciation. But I personally have not met another Orion in my life. I actually hear that now that it's becoming a more popular name, and that a lot of toddlers and babies now are being named Orion. So, I mean, I guess I'd say I started a trend. But no, I don't. There, other than Orion, there's no lineage back. But it is interesting. I get that a lot. So,
well, whether it's Orion or Orion, whether it's a forward or a defenseman, we look forward to seeing Orion Olson on the ice for the University of Arizona Wildcats. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next time on the Wildcat Hockey Report.